So Porter fucking Gage, huh? Hey, it's Ellie, and I just got done rambling incoherently about Nuka World, so I want to talk about Porter Gage. He's doubtlessly one of my favorite companions in the Fallout franchise. He's definitely my favorite companion in Fallout 4. Yeah, I may be a little raider crazy, but everybody knows I have a thing for dirty old men, huh? Joking. But, yeah, Porter Gage. Lots of people, when Nuka World came out, were complaining because, oh, we don't want Eye Patch McMohawk, the big evil raider. That's not mine. I didn't come up with Eye Patch McMohawk. I saw that on Tumblr. People are like, why do we have to have the evil raider when we could have had Sito or Oswald or Sierra? If you want a companion that's not evil aligned, go with literally any of the base game companions. You know, grab Hancock, grab McKee. I can't talk. I have sick brain. Grab Hancock, grab McCready, grab Curie, grab Dance. I don't care. You know, there's plenty of companions if you want a good guy companion. Nuka World is catered to the Raider players. That's what Gage is. Gage is a Raider. But is Gage really evil? No, no. You're not gonna have to wait for my answer. I don't think Gage is evil. No. But I am gonna talk about why, and why I think it's interesting. Gage himself, and this isn't a Gage defense video. Gage is a shitty person, that goes without saying. But he's a shitty person who does shitty things. He kills people, he pisses on corpses, but he's not evil. Especially not in the world he's in. But, and I'm not saying this as, oh, I don't want my favorite characters to be evil. I love evil characters. I dig the hell out of Mannimarco from the Elder Scrolls. And he's big fucking evil. But, yeah, let's talk Gage. I want to make this point first. Gage is a product of the world that he lives in. He even says as much. He doesn't believe that you can have a good life for yourself any other way. Now, we know we it gets talked about a lot that raiders are super lazy because other people farm, other people do hard work. Why don't you? And like, that's true. I'm not saying it's not true. But that's not the way Gage sees it. Gage has tried living other lives. He's not just a lazy ass raider. Gage lived in a farming settlement when he was 12. We know this from his dialogue, from his affinity dialogues. The reason he left was because his parents kept rolling over to the raiders. Everybody kept knuckling under, and he didn't want to live that way. And he didn't just go straight out to being a raider. He took odd jobs, he became a hired gun. He was a merc. He was a mercenary. But still, everywhere he went, anytime the raiders would come through, everyone would just roll over. He's seen the Minutemen and they've failed, as far as he's concerned. Like, yeah, he's old. He's probably seen them at their highest height, and then he says if you're a Minuteman and you meet Gage, he says that history proves that what they're trying ain't gonna work. So it's not like he's not just some punk ass lazy raider. He's lived just about all different sorts of lives, and by the time that he's 16, that's when he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a raider. If it's either raid or be raided. That's how Gage feels. But, so yeah, he's not he's not like other raiders. He even says as much, like he doesn't like a lot of other raiders, like fucking stupid ass raiders. That's how he feels. But that doesn't necessarily say Gage isn't evil, because hey, Gage kills people for fun. He finds it very enjoyable. And he's definitely, and he loves stealing, and he likes all of that shit. But so does McCready. So don't tell me Gage is evil for stealing. But let's look at the killing people. He's not a serial killer. It's not like Gage is a disciple. Gage isn't running around just slitting throats for the hell of it. Like, he's not a disciple. He's not a serial killer. Gage even says if you take him into like old military bases or whatever, Gage has dialogue that he will talk about how he thinks that if he lived pre-war that he would have made a good soldier. You know, aside from the fact that he doesn't like to take orders, but lots of soldiers feel that way in day-to-day life. I have known soldiers from college. I've met them. I've met some of them, and some of them feel like it was fun. They enjoyed themselves, and they're not generally bad, mean people. Some of these guys were real cool. I like them. And I know that they're good men with families and whatnot. But it's kind of normal in the military to enjoy what you do. I'm not saying that's a bad person thing. I'm saying that's kind of a human thing. It's odd to think about, but it kind of is. And that's kind of how it looks with Gage, because it's not like he's walking around just stabbing people. I mean, maybe, but we don't ever see it. We don't ever hear about him doing it. He just doesn't complain when you do it. And it's not like you get a Gage likes that message when you murder some random people. Like, I've taken Gage to a settlement and tested it out by killing some random people. There was no Gage likes that message. Tinker with some guns at a workshop? Gage likes this. Steal something? Gage likes this. Pick a lock? Gage likes this. Kill someone? Nothing. So it's not like Gage just runs around and kills people for fun. But get him in a fight, and Gage is all, that was fun, wasn't it, boss? I'm gonna piss on your corpse! Like, he is what he is, but I don't think what he is evil. In fact, you can romance Gage, and it's not like evil. Sorry for that face, wow. He even tells the player that he's never trusted anyone the way he trusts them before. He's never been in an emotional I'm sure Gage has had sex. He's an old raider. But he says he's never done anything like this before. He's never loved someone. Even says, I've got something. He goes, I've got something worth fighting for now. He loves the player very much. He's gonna stand by them. And I don't know. He's not a good person. Obviously, he likes to steal. He enjoys going and killing people, and He likes raiding and shit. He's not a good guy, but he's not evil. He's normal for his world in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. You know, he did what he had to do to survive. Like, the sole survivor can even look at him and go, "You've seen some shit, haven't you, Gage?" Something like that. Like you've been through a lot. And Gage says, "Yeah, anyone who gets to this age has seen some shit." Gage isn't just a young guy. Gage, I'd assume he's in his 40s, maybe his 40s, maybe early 50s. He's not young, but mm, that's just my 2 cents. I don't think Gage is evil. Mm, but you can think what you want to think. The world isn't black and white. You're not either evil or good. There's a whole lot of neutral. There's it's a spectrum. It's not even a spectrum. A spectrum, you can't judge morality, in my opinion. There's certain things that you can look at and go, that's not good, or that is evil, but you can't look at a person and do that. Mm, maybe you can. I mean, you look at some characters like Manamarco and you can go, yeah, that's fucking evil. That is evil as shit. I don't think the same applies to Gage. So, I'm gonna end the video there, but if you want to talk more about Porter Gage or Fallout 4 or anything like that with me, drop a comment, send me a message. If you're on my DeviantArt, note me there. Maybe comment on the picture that I'm gonna post to say, hey, I made a video. But yeah, I don't really have much more to talk about that I can think of off the top of my head right now, 'cause sick brain. But yeah, later. Have a nice day.